Hey there, James here from Astalty, and today I'm excited to announce that Astalty now supports NDIS plans that have funding periods associated with them. I'm going to walk through how you set up a new plan with the service and then how our existing utilization has been adjusted to account for the funding periods. So the first step is to set up a new NDIS plan. To do that, head to the NDIS plan and click Add Plan. We'll go through and we will add the dates. So I'm just going to go to the start of this month, and it's a 12-month plan. Now you need to make sure that you set this up with this PACE plan checkbox selected. Go ahead and click Create. Once you've done that, click into the plan and we're going to add our service. So click Add a Service, and we're just going to use a Level 2 coordination service as an example. Type in the budget amount and set the rest of the fields up as you would normally. Select the charge items, but then importantly, you want to tick this box that says this service has a funding schedule. You'll then be prompted to put in how many funding periods there are in this plan. So if this is quarterly, this would be 4 periods. If this is monthly, it would be 12. So we're going to go ahead and add 4 periods. That way you have funding released every 3 months. Astalty will then automatically generate the period amounts and dates for you. Now we're aware that some plans have their more funding up front. So if that's the case, you could change this to say $6,000 and then change the rest of the amounts to $2,000 so that it still totals up to $12,000. Go ahead and click Create. Once you've done this, when you click into the service, you'll notice that Astalty has now listed the funding periods with the dates and the amounts for each period. Again, if you need to, you can come in here and update these amounts. If they don't match the total, you'll be prompted to update that, and it's really, really straightforward. That's all you need to do in terms of setting up a new plan that has funding periods. But how does our existing utilization tracking work? Well, we've shipped a brand new graph. If you click into utilization and drop down and click the arrow here, we can see that Astalty has told us how many funding periods we have. So we have 4 in total, as well as the dates of the starts of each of those periods. We can see how far along we are in that particular period with this little marker for today. And as we update our charges in Astalty, this will all update in real time. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new task for this participant. So I'll type in the participant's name, as well as the charge item. And I'm just going to put in 2 hours as an example. Go ahead and click Create. And we'll notice once we've done this, we've got this little blue section which indicates how much funding has been spent. So the light blue section indicates how much funding is available to date based on today's date and the funding periods. The white color indicates funding that has not yet been released, so that is for future periods. And then the dark blue section indicates funding that has been spent. If we then go and click on Task and open up the task that I just created, we can see the utilization sidebar chart still shows the funding utilization, but just for the current period. If we hover over that, we then get the full details, including the period by period breakdown. The other key report to look at is our utilization report. So if we click into that and scroll down to our example participant, Matt, we'll see this little icon which indicates that this service is being broken up into periods. So if we drop down on this little arrow, we get the full detail about the funding periods within this service. And you'll notice if we select a different participant that has an old plan that's not broken up into funding periods, the old chart still shows as it would normally. So this allows you to really easily see the funding available in each period, how much has been spent, and any funding coming up to be released. All of our utilization notifications have also been adjusted to work. So you'll be notified when you've spent 80% of the funding within a particular period. And for existing plans, nothing has changed. So we're really excited to get this into the hands of our customers. And if you have any questions, please email support and we'd be happy to help.